Welcome back everyone. Mary here, your favorite Pilates instructor. I'm in my most comfortable t-shirt. We are working on our mobility. The focus of this session is more centered around mobilizing the muscles and the joints around our hips, but we will do a little bit of everything. So get your comfiest outfit on. You don't need anything for this session, and you can just meet me exactly as I am in the center of your mats, just with those legs crossed, and we're just going to shrug and circle our shoulders around. Big shrug up, big inhale, big exhale, rolling those shoulders back and down just for 2 more. Focus on your breathing, last one, and then inhale, sweep, reach those arms up and overhead and just interclasp those fingers. Exhale, press those palms up to the sky and then lower those arms back down. We're going into a side stretch, lifting one arm up. Exhale, stretching up and over, feeling length into both sides of your waist. Think about lengthening that space between rib cage and pelvis. And return back home. Let's change sides. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lengthen up and over. Increase that space into the side of our bodies. Let's do one more on each side. Keep your pelvis grounded. Big inhale, big exhale. I love doing mobility work at the very first thing in the morning or at the very end of the day just before going to sleep. Let's do one more. And I love being in my most cozy outfits. I very commonly do my mobility work in my pajamas, but I didn't do that for you today. But if you're in your pajamas, I get it. We're going to inhale, lengthen the arms out, and then exhale, little twist. Keep that spine lengthened up nice and tall. Inhale, unravel back to center. Exhale, changing sides. Let's do one more each side. It's all about feeling good, right? It's all about just getting moving, and some days that happens in the pajamas. Exhale, rotate. Some days it's in activewear. Inhale back to center and lower back down. We are going to come to lie on our sides. And as we lie on our sides, we're going to cradle our head with those hands. So soft bend with the elbows. The spine is parallel to the back of the mat. We are gluing our legs together. Lengthen through both sides of your waist. Melt the lower ribs in and down. Relax through your shoulders. So I'm not pulling on my head or my neck. I'm just cradling, supporting my head. Take a big breath in. Head is relaxed in those hands, no tension. And as we exhale, we're going into an open book, just rotating through that chest, shining the chest towards the sky. Untwist, unravel, bring it back home. Let's do 2 more like that. Exhale, open, shine, twist, stay here for an inhale. And exhale, unravel. Keep those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Keep a little squeeze in of those inner thighs. One more. Take an exhale. Take an open through that chest. Feel that amazing rotation. This time stay here for an inhale. And stay here for an exhale. Try and go a little bit further. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring it all back home. We're going to lengthen our lower arm. We're going to hold on to that top ankle, and we're going to bring our heel to our bottom and exhale, finding an opening and a lengthening through the front of our hip. So think about tucking the tailbone under. Think about squeezing the heel in towards the bottom. And then if you've got the range, think about extending that thigh bone back a little bit to deepen the stretch. Stay here for a few breaths in and out, focusing on tucking the tailbone under, focusing on drawing that heel to the bottom. Especially if you sit a lot, this should feel really nice just to find that opening through the front of the thigh. I was about to say through the front of the chest, through the front of the thigh. Stay here focusing on your breath, focusing on that stretch, because when we're sitting, we're in hip flexion, so all of the muscles at the front of the hip can get shortened, they can get weak, and what we're doing here is we're opening that space out, reversing the movement. From here, I want you to release, let that leg go. We're doing that one more time, lifting up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, heel to bottom, opening up through the front of that hip. Stay here for a few breaths. In, and on the exhale, try and sink a little bit deeper, heel to bottom, tailbone tucks under. Stay here for one more breath in, one more breath out, finding that incredible stretch. And then from here, we're going to pick up that leg and we're going to place our foot just in front of that lower thigh. We're opening out at this top hip, finding our figure 4 glute stretch, but inside lying. And what our goal is, as we exhale, is to try and open out through this hip, to find that rotation of the hip, to find that stretch into the glutes. Now, the further forwards you inch this foot, the deeper the glute stretch is going to be. As you exhale, think about opening out at the hip just a little bit deeper. Just work with what your body's giving you and what feels good for you today. One more big breath in. One more breath out, opening out. Just carefully unravel, unfold, and we're going to stagger our legs. We're going to press through our hand, lift our body up, and my legs are like a Z going into some mermaid. We're going to lift, lengthen, reach those arms long, plant the sitting bones down into the mat, and exhale, slide up and over, finding an incredible stretch into the side of our body. Lengthen the space between rib to hip. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Try and sink this hip bone down into the mat with every breath out. Staying here for another inhale. And again, exhale. If you sit a lot throughout the day, we can tend to get really shortened into the side of our body, into the side of our waist. These muscles can get really tight and really shortened. So stay here for one more inhale. Stay lifted through that chest. Exhale, stretch. And then reverse the movement back up. We're going into some rotations here. So we're going to exhale, come up and over again. And then this time, exhale, can you weave and lift. Exhale, send a little thread and lift. We're here just for 4 more. Breathing out, rotating, threading through. Inhale, lengthen, 3 more. Really focus on finding length through the side of that waist. 2 more. Exhale, little twist. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Last one, I want you to hold that rotation for a few breaths. And as you hold that twist, finding length through the side of your torso. Keep that length. Staying here for a breath in. Feel that expansion into the base of the lungs. Stay here for an exhale. Try and twist a little bit deeper. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Unravel, bring it home, cross those legs, and going straight onto the other side, starting with our mermaid. So find that Z position with your legs. Try and aim to plant those sitting bones down into the mat. Inhale, lengthen, lift, nice and broad and proud through that chest. Exhale, we reach up and over. Hold that stretch here. Think about really opening up that space between rib and hip. Feel the incredible length through the side of your body. Staying here for a few breaths. This feels so nice. And just check in with your body. How does this side feel compared to the other side? Do you feel like it's tighter and a little bit more sticky into this side of the body? Does it feel a little bit more mobile? Just try and really get to know your body. and how it feels from left to right, how it's responding to all of this movement on each side. Try and let go a little bit if you're holding tension around the lower back, around the hips. Let it go, try and melt into this stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, sliding up. We do that one more time. Melt the lower ribs in and down. Inhale that chest proud. Exhale, stretch up and over. Hold that stretch. Let go of any tension. As I'm saying all of this, I'm feeling like I was holding a little bit more tension on this side around my lower back. So I'm trying to release it, trying to surrender to the movement. There's no need for me to be over tensing through my lower back with this exercise. We're going to exhale, lift up, lengthen. Ready for some thread the needle. We lift and we thread. Exhale, little twist, little reach. Inhale, lift. Breathe out, rotating through, melting those lower ribs in and down. Inhale, lift. We're here for 3 more. Focus on your breath. And in 2 more. Exhale, weaving through. And 1 more. We hold that rotation, melting into that twist. Again, just letting go of any tension that you find along the way in your body. And then lift up. And we stack those legs and just make your way down onto your side, cradling your head, lengthening both sides of your waist, squeezing those legs together. Your head is nice and relaxed in your hands. Just cradling that head with your hands. Inhale, and as you exhale, a little squeeze of those legs as you twist, rotate, shine your chest up towards the sky. Big breath in. And then exhale, unravel. Keep going with this movement. Exhaling on the twist. Staying here for an inhale. And exhaling on the return. Check in. Are you keeping the shoulders relaxed away from your ears? Are you keeping a gentle squeeze of those inner thighs just to stabilize those hips? Are you still breathing? This time we're going to rotate and hold that twist. So exhale out. Hold that opening through the chest for an inhale. And sink a little bit deeper if you can. On an exhale. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, bring it all back home. Lengthen that lower arm. Grab on to your ankle. Tuck the tailbone under, draw your heel to your bottom, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, can you deepen that stretch through the front of the thigh, the front of the hip, by drawing that heel to your bottom. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, tailbone tucks under, heel to bottom. We're here for 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, heel to bottom. I love this stretch so much. Release, relax, reset. We do that 1 more time. It's so nice to take the time to stretch the quads. I feel like we spend so much of our lives seated or doing strength work that strengthens these muscles, but how often do we really take to actually stretch them out? Heel to bottom. Big breath in. Big breath out. Tailbone tucks under. We find length through the front of that thigh. Stay here for a few breaths in your own time. Just checking in on whatever you're working on here. Maybe it's keeping the hip bones stacked. Maybe it's that little tuck under with the tailbone. Maybe you're working on staying gently drawn in through that deep core to help you stabilize those hips. Maybe you're using a towel and you're working towards getting your heel closer to your bottom and you're just holding onto a towel. If you're struggling to reach for the ankle, that can be an option for you as well. Wherever you're at, focus on that place and work towards what you're trying to improve on for yourself. We don't compare each other, we focus on our own path. Slowly release that leg, and I want you just to roll on to your front. We're finishing off with some cobra. So find those arms in like a stop sign position. Tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, lead with the crown of your head, and just hover the chest up and off that mat. And then reverse that movement all the way back down, pressing strong through the hands, lead with the crown of your head. Keep that soft tuck with the chin. And as you warm up, we can start to press into those hands and lift and lengthen up vertebrae by vertebrae. And then reverse back down. Exhale, lead with the crown of the head. Broad collarbones, press into the hands, lengthen the arms. And then exhale, reverse the movement. So we don't want to just hinge into the lower back. I want you to engage your core. Exhale, find centering. Keep a connection from rib to hip with that core. And then reverse the movement. Let's do one more and hold at the top. Exhale, center. Lengthen, lift. Hold for a few breaths. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Keep a soft tuck in with your chin. It's a really nice way of strengthening stretching the abdominal muscles, this cobra, as well as mobilizing our spines. One more breath in and then exhale, melt back down. We're going to press into a 4-point kneel. We're going to open those hips, send those hips back, send the tailbone back, send the fingertips forwards. Find length into the back of the body from fingertips to tailbone. Melt your forehead down onto the mat. And we're finishing off our session with 3 slow, full breaths into the base of your lungs. Close your eyes. Take a moment to center your attention to your body in contact with the earth. Take a slow, full inhale for 4 counts in your own time. Hold your breath in. And you're going to exhale slowly for 5 counts in your own time. Release that air, release any tension in your body. 2 more breaths. Slow inhale for 4 counts. Hold that breath in. Slowly relax that air out of your lungs for 5 counts. Relax any tension in your body from head to tailbone. Sink those hips a bit deeper down and back. 1 more slow inhale. Hold your breath in. Slowly release, slowly melt, slowly open up a little bit deeper into those hips. Feel an incredible stretch into the back of your body. Tuck your tailbone under, walk your hands back home, peel your spine all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Give your shoulders a shrug, give your shoulders a circle. Take 1 more big inhale with intention. Exhale, let it go, and well done everyone. I hope you're feeling a little bit more lengthened out through your bodies, a little bit more calm and centered in your minds, and I hope you have the best day or the best sleep if you're in your pajamas and ready to go to bed. Well done everyone.